What is going on, everybody? Sam Dog, the infamous 253, coming at you guys with the free agency recap with Dallas Stewart. Dallas, how you doing? Dallas?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, so basically, here's the day with the NFL free agency moves that happened today. And there were some pretty surprising moves, and we made a couple of moves, though, too. But let's get down to these free agency moves that happened today in the NFL. I got the ESPN site so far with the NFL free agency tracker, latest signings, trades, cuts, news, and rumors for 2021. So let's get down to it. The first one we got is, well, we want to talk about, looks like the Patriots are reuniting with, Patriots are reuniting with linebacker Kyle Van Noy. The New England Patriots are reunited with former linebacker Kyle Van Noy. The veteran confirmed on social media Wednesday night the Miami Dolphins released Van Noy in March, just one season after signing him to a 4-year, $51 million contract. The team tried unsuccessfully to trade the linebacker before releasing him. Wow, so Van Noy's going back. Looks like Buccaneers are re-signing their kicker, Ryan Suckup, to a 3-year deal after he just coming off of a Super Bowl win. But what's your thoughts on Van Noy going back to the Patriots?
Well, it'll strengthen their pass rush because they know they missed them last year.
Oh, big time. I thought...
And they'll have Dante Hightower and Patrick Chung back after they opted out last year.
The Patriots have made a lot of moves, man, and a lot of crazy moves this offseason. Belichick was actually starting to throw money at these players, like Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry yesterday, and then they got Matt Judon. They're just going after it.
Yeah, I think 1-7-9 season, and he's sick of it.
Yep, Rashad Higgins.
He wants to get back into contention.
Yeah, Rashad Higgins is re-signing with the Cleveland Browns. Higgins will make $2.38 million fully guaranteed, as sources saying. And then Patrick Peterson is a big one. Cornerback, former Arizona Cardinals cornerback Patrick Peterson is signing with the Minnesota Vikings. Perennial Pro Bowl cornerback reached an agreement on 1-year, $10 million deal with the Minnesota Vikings. The 30-year-old Peterson leads the Arizona Cardinals as one of the best cornerbacks in franchise history. And then, of course, you saw the move earlier with us signing sorry, got my mouth going in weird places, Raiders obviously trading us Gabe Jackson. We sent a 5th-round pick to Las Vegas Raiders for left guard Gabe Jackson. I think Gabe Jackson, 2 of his best years were when he was playing at the left guard position. But last year, though, he did have 1,062 snaps and gave up 0 sacks. 0 sacks given up while playing last year, even though he did have 3 penalties on 1,062 snaps and not giving up a sack. Hopefully, he can still do. He's going to be 30 coming up this season too. So, what did you think of that move?
I think it addresses a need that the Seahawks need on their offensive line. I also like the Gerald Everett signing.
Yeah, the Gerald Everett signing. We all know that's an obvious one, Shane Waldron, because Gerald Everett has had a lot of success with Shane Waldron in Los Angeles.
That's a big loss for the Rams.
What, Shane Waldron or Gerald Everett?
Losing Gerald Everett.
Yeah, Gerald Everett's a good pass-catching tight end, and he was good in you've seen him run a jet sweep too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Gerald Everett, like I was saying in the Gerald Everett video, Gerald Everett was killing us in the game in 2019 where we put Paul Allen on the Reign of Honor, and he was getting lots of yards after the catch, breaking tackles. He was just a playmaker that game, and I hope that Shane Waldron can still keep him going with us too.
Yeah.
And then also here's an interesting one that happened today. Former Carolina Panther wide receiver Curtis Samuel heading to Washington on a $34.5 million deal. Man, him and Terry McLaurin together. Man, I think they'll form a pretty good wide receiver duo over there with Washington football team. And of course, they did sign Ryan Fitzpatrick. So I think it's looking most likely that Fitzpatrick is going to be the starting quarterback for the Washington football team. So it's
it's looking like that way. And so who do they else have? Does Washington have as receivers?
Well, all I know so far is Terry McLaurin and Curtis Samuel, and we know they have Peyton Barber at running back too. Never really paid much attention to Washington football team's receiver core except for Terry McLaurin. And
Yeah, that's a big loss for Carolina for Teddy Bridgewater.
and I don't think Teddy Bridgewater is going to be back in Carolina either.
He probably won't.
Yeah. So Samuel signed a 3-year, $34.5 million deal. A source told ESPN's Adam Schefter, a second-round draft pick by the Panthers out of Ohio State in 2017. Samuel finally met expectations this past season under offensive coordinator Joe Brady, who took advantage of the speedster's ability to play receiver and running back as he did in college. All right, and yeah, there's the Gerald Everett news again. And former Denver Bronco kicker and now former Detroit Lions kicker Matt Prater is heading to the Arizona Cardinals as well. 36-year-old Matt
That's funny
Prater.
because he actually kicked the game-winning field goal against Arizona early last year.
With the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, it was one of the trap games that somehow Arizona played last year.
Yeah.
And they fell for a trap game at home against Detroit.
Yeah. And here's some surprising news down here. Kenny Golladay pursuing potential visit with the New York Giants. Could you imagine Kenny Golladay going to the Giants? We already know Golden Tate's already off the Giants, gone, free agent.
With Sterling Shepard.
Sterling Shepard, and I don't know if Evan Ingram's going to be back for them. Kyle Long comes out of retirement and joins the Kansas City Chiefs. That's a surprise. And then Hassan Riddick leaving the Arizona Cardinals for the Carolina Panthers. So the Carolina Panthers.
That's another big loss for Arizona's defense, losing Hassan Riddick.
Then Hassan Riddick had a beast game against the Giants.
Yeah, he torched the Giants in the Meadowlands last year.
Didn't he have 5 sacks in that game?
I think he had 5 sacks in that game.
Yeah, Carolina Panthers improved their defense with deals for edge rusher Hassan Riddick, the middle linebacker Denzel Perryman. Riddick secured a 1-year deal up to $8 million. Source told ESPN's Adam Schefter, and Perryman netted a 2-year contract. His agency confirmed. And wide receiver Robert Foster, former Buffalo Bill receiver, going to the Miami Dolphins. And then Texans cutting ties with offensive lineman Zach Fulton. Safety Deion Bush returns to the Bears. Marlon Mack signing a 1-year, $2 million deal to return to the Indianapolis Colts.
Wasn't Marlon Mack out all of last year?
Yeah, I think he got injured in week 1. And then freaking Chad Beebe going back to the Minnesota Vikings on a 1-year deal. And obviously the big one with the Raiders trading center Rodney Hudson to the Arizona Cardinals and swapping draft picks. So Rodney Hudson and a 7th-round pick to the Arizona Cardinals for a 3rd-round pick. Sources told ESPN's Adam Schefter. The team is, and yeah, obviously Gabe Jackson was traded to the Seahawks for a 5th-round pick. Jayon Brown coming back to the Tennessee Titans on a 1-year deal, and then, so Buccaneers reached a deal to bring back offensive guard Aaron Stinney, and Bears part ways with Buster Screen. Titans bring back tight ends Anthony Ferkser and Jeff Swaim, and Patriots extend 2nd-round tender to cornerback J.C. Jackson.
Who cut ties with Buster Screen?
With Buster Screen?
Yeah, was it the Jets?
The Bears.
Oh, the Bears. I thought didn't he used to play for the Jets?
Did he?
I think he did.
And then obviously the Arizona Cardinals signing AJ Green to a 1-year deal.
AJ Green finally gets out of all those miserable years in Cincinnati.
Yeah, but
where he never won a playoff game there.
Yeah,
either.
And then of course also let's not forget he's had injury issues the last few years, so he hasn't really done much. Maybe a change of scenery will do good for him. It'd be interesting to see him. And
that's going to be a good receiving core.
AJ Green, DeAndre Hopkins, Christian Kirk. That's what I'd say. Christian Kirk, Andy Isabella, and Larry Fitzgerald is a free agent, man. Larry, wow. I can't believe
I wonder if he's just going to decide to call it a career.
I think Larry Fitzgerald's going to try to go to a Super Bowl contender, in my opinion. I would not be surprised if Larry Fitzgerald goes to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to play with Tom Brady, to at least try to get one ring.
I could see that one. One last crack at the big one.
Yeah. Titans bring aboard long snapper Morgan Cox. Dolphins signing defensive tackle Adam Butler to a 2-year deal. Center Ted Karras is signing with the New England Patriots. And, of course, the former Seahawk news of former New England Patriot and former Detroit Lion, former Seahawk Justin Coleman signing with the Miami Dolphins. And Raiders signing former Arizona Cardinal and former Baltimore Raven and now former Buffalo Bill wide receiver John Brown. Raiders reached a 1-year deal with John Brown to bring John Brown to Las Vegas, and then the Bucs settle
to try to replace Nelson Aguilar, who went
to the Patriots.
To the Patriots, and also Emmanuel Sanders signed a 1-year deal with the Bills.
Yeah, I remember Emmanuel Sanders signing yesterday, so that's an interesting move. Washington is bringing back
him with Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, Stephon Diggs and Cole Beasley.
For Josh Allen, because he also has Dawson Knox at tight end.
And don't forget, he also has the former Dallas Cowboy Cole Beasley.
Oh yeah.
And then, and then of course,
I can't believe the Saints just let Emmanuel Sanders walk like that.
Yeah. Well, Emmanuel Sanders is getting older though too, so there's that. 49ers paying Trent Williams agreed to a deal, making him the highest paid O lineman in free agency in NFL history, $138 million, which we all know Trent Williams has been injured the last few years, so would not be. I mean, no disrespect, but I would not be surprised if Trent Williams gets injured again.
What?
I would not be surprised if Trent Williams gets injured again.
Yeah, wasn't he a long time ago? Wasn't he with
Washington?
Washington?
Yeah, most of his career is with Washington, yeah.
So the 49ers signed him?
Yeah, 49ers, yep.
Yeah, the 49ers also lost Kendrick Bourne to the Patriots.
Yeah, the former Eastern Washington guy. But the 49ers did also get Samson Ebukam from the LA Rams.
I don't know why the Rams would let Ebukam walk. He's a pretty good pass rusher.
Yeah, I don't really think they were really using him much. So that pretty much sums up the free agency for today. Lots of crazy moves. We'll have to see what else happens tomorrow, So appreciate.
Yeah, it's just the start of it. The moves are starting to be made on Monday.
Yep. And plenty more coming too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, why don't y'all drop your thoughts down in the comments down below. And also make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notification. Like I said, I have to do some recap videos since most of the videos I'm trying to get out there when the moves happen might be coming a little bit late because of, I'll be working my ass off. I'm busy working, those long ass shifts, so just got to bear with me with that. And me and Dallas will probably try to come back with some more free agency recaps of some of the moves that happened during those days, depending on any crazy moves happen. But if a crazy move happens, I'll probably come out and do a video about it while I'm on a break. So
yeah.
Catch y'all on the next one. Jeremy Edwin still owes me $100. If you ain't with it, you ain't infamous. And as always, go Seahawks.